Alrighty. Hello everybody. This is Kirusho here, and now, before we do begin, let us give a brief little review. In the last part, a number of events have happened. We had Deku. We also had Vilgax, who has come to Earth. Now, Vilgax came to Earth a few days after Deku met with the Earth Council, and Vilgax he then tried to enact the Galactic Code of Conduct for battle. This means he will face the strongest champion of Earth, and they will bring their strongest champion to him to fight, instead of an entire worldwide battle. Now, Vilgax has gone across the universe far and wide, battling the champions of worlds and absorbing their powers, gaining their abilities, and he finally came back to face Izuku. However, Izuku was not the champion who came to face him first. Mina violated this code of conduct for battle. She attacked Vilgax and tried to fight him twice. Vilgax took her down, and when Deku arrived to see Vilgax holding his girlfriend by the throat on the battlefield, surrounded by fire and smoke, he lost his cool. He turned away big and immediately tried to put the hurt on Vilgax. And Izuku, yeah. The end of that battle was pretty decisive. He won, though he almost took Vilgax's jaw clean off. And whenever Deku went to go move in to try and take on Siphon, his lackey, Siphon, yeah. He talked about how they'll be leaving, and the two then teleported away and the fleet flew off, and the plumbers did not give chase. Now, Mina was chewed out by a superior officer about what she did. The reason Vilgax issued that challenge was to limit the casualties on both sides. It was the best option they could hope for, instead of a worldwide invasion. What she did could have cost millions of people their lives. And while that was happening, Deku talked to Ateya. Ateya has been flirty. She's been, let's just say, a little close to Izuku, trying to know more about this guy, make a move even, though Izuku made her quite aware. That was his girlfriend, and he's willing to make a deal for her not to pull this shit in front of Mina. And Ateya, she agreed, though Deku made her quite aware. Know the limits of the arrangement. And she asked for a date. And Izuku quickly agreed as Mina got back on the ship, and he had to go get his wounds tended to. Now, with that being said, it has been a total combination of, I want to say, 3 weeks since Izuku has come back to the planet. And this time, he's had to deal with the Tekadons, he's had to deal with Earth and space colliding a bit, and he's also dealt with Vilgax. And Izuku, he currently does sit there in Bakugo's garage. Bakugo still somewhat under the car, working on a few things. Talking about it. Okay, so he's almost done here, but anything else he wants to try and add? You already got the ramjets? Yep. Cloaking field? Uh-huh. I also got some of those parts you brought me. Though the fact that you got those for free, might have to be a good guy a lot longer. Especially if you get free space parts. I sort of asked for it if they knew if I can have any sort of upgrades for a vehicle. They were kind of surprised when I mentioned it was only Earthbound, not extraterrestrial. Tell you what, to pay me back for all this, you can ask them for something extraterrestrial. I'd be happy to put it on my ship. You sure? Because I'm pretty sure this makes us even after the whole Luma stuff. Balko's won't letting out. Talking about it. Hey. That's different. You dumped your ex on me. How is that different, Bakugo? I uh I have to get this on there quick. Him sliding back into the car. And Deku just started to ask, If he's talked to Kai, hmm, why do you want to talk about Kai? That's my business, dude. I'm just curious, is all. It's fine. Not really. I mean, has she been around? Okay, I think I sort of get the gist of what's going on here. Bakugo sliding out from underneath the car, talking about it. Kai's in Japan. Right now she's, well, a little busy, though she's gonna come by and see him later. Is that what he wants to know? Or is he just trying to tiptoe around the idea of him asking about Mina? Especially with the Taya on the planet? Besides, where's she at? Usually she tries to stay glued to him like, well, glue. Right. She's a bit busy, thank God. But I'm just, I'm trying to find the best way to talk to Mina, is all, I guess. Talk to her. For Christ's sakes, haven't you guys sorta, you know? That's different, Bakugo. I'm hiding things from her that I don't want to hide. How am I supposed to tell her I knew Vilgax would land on Earth? That's breaking trust. I should have warned her, or at least tried to break it to her fucking good. She just, oh, Vilgax is here? Time to go kick his ass. Yeah, a little scary. See what you mean now about her not being, all together? That's not what I mean. I mean, the Atea thing, I'm actually more willing to hide. The Vilgax thing, I'm not. Besides, she's gonna hear it from somebody eventually, if she hasn't already. Uh-huh. So have you even honored that deal yet? I haven't. I've had ideas, and honestly, I'm trying to stall for it as much as I can. I at least want to talk to Mina about a few things first. Let her know so there's not any misunderstanding. Right. So anything else then? Uh, maybe go to Undertown? I don't know. I just might DNA lock as an incursion so no one notices me. Any ideas? Yeah, Zuku, I'm not touching that with a 10-foot pole. Besides, I heard you got a few other problems on your plate. What do you mean? I'm just saying, you might have a few. Now, Bakugo does get to express, currently going to get off the ground, about how he's pretty sure things should be done. Then again, if he doesn't double check his work, he's free to do so. I trust you, Bakugo. Though, does pose a question then. Bulletproof, tires are bulletproof, car's been pretty well modified, windows are bulletproof, you name it. As far as I'm aware, this thing can take some pretty decent blaster fire, if that's your concern. Along with that, most stuff is still original. Or at least terrestrial, I guess, if that's your concern. Not really, though it does still look nice. Yep, second best ride on the world. Second best. Compared to mine, always. How about we test that theory? See, I was hoping you would ask. Bakugo gonna turn. Deku walking over and getting in the driver's seat. Him turning it over and revving it up. And Bakugo, him and Izuku do to drive out and onto the strip. Since they've got to see which ride exactly might be the fastest. Well, let's just say land vehicle. Now, with that being said, let us cut over to Mina. Mina, ever since her incident with Vilgax nearly 3 weeks ago, it's been a bit different. She was supposed to, under normal circumstances, lose her badge and be kicked out of the plumbers. However, she played roles in keeping this planet safe numbers of times. And right now, she was demoted to a deputy, not an agent. And that sucks. Right now, her leaving the room she's in and talking about a few things. Right now, her expressing to a few people about what she's going to be doing. And some of them, they do understand. She needs a bit of a break. She's been doing some data entry, paperwork, trying to help some cadets, and, well, there's just a lot of things people don't understand. It's been busy. The plumbers have been dealing with a lot since Earth has had welcomed visitors and some unwelcomed guests. So, yeah, getting all this sorted, it's been a bit of a headache. And currently, Mina does make her way down to the canteen for some coffee. Right now, Mina going to grab a cup and going to pour something. Before she does, going to turn and look at the many dials currently on the machine before pressing for a mocha. And this is where some chocolate does going to pour down and directly into the cup of coffee. Before it does, then have something bring down and directly into her cup. Before it does, then have a lid put on it, and then it does shake up. And Mina does get to watch the machine. Before it does begin to heat up, and then foam does going to rise on the top, as is a sop. Currently, it turning into a steamy cup of coffee. And Mina does a bringing her hand up, grabbing onto it, and pulling it up. Her smelling a really good cup. Now, she's going to walk over. Currently, her going to take a seat and turn her head. It's not fun. If she's not out on patrols or writing up incidents or filing incidents, then she's just on base. Okay. Okay. No. Okay. Her grandfather made things quite clear with what happened. Vilgax was involved in incidents in her past. Izuku solved them. Though, that's the most annoying part. Oh, the incident was undone, so it must be alright. Some of the people here don't understand how humans fucking work. They can't just shrug off shit so easily like that. Especially not in the adolescent phases of their species. It sticks. Though, Izuku let him go. No, he didn't want to let Vilgax go. He was mad. He was pissed. Though, maybe she does need to just hear his voice right now. Her pulling on her phone. Her dialing his number, and currently Deku, he is driving on the road. Him bringing his hand down and grabbing onto his badge. Before he does go to turn. Currently him putting it directly on the console and seeing the number. Seeing that it's Mina. Him putting it directly above him this time, and then going to tap the button. Asking, "What's up?" "Hey, it's... Are you okay?" I'm fine. Just, it's been a bit of a busy day. Chaotic. I just wanted to talk." "That bad?" "Listen, I was on my way back. Did you want anything?" "Oh, Buck already modify it?" "Yeah, he did. Though, I was hoping to talk to you about a few things." "Like?" "It's a bit of some serious stuff, so I was hoping we can do it over the... Not over the phone, sort of in person." "Really? Is it bad?" "Well, not bad per se, but it's definitely a bit of an issue." "Is it about us?" Mina, I'd really rather not like to do this over the phone. It's sort of involving us, but not not technically. Oh, well, I guess I could tell you one of these things, but it's not as bad as the other one. So there's no good news. No, sorry. I whenever we came back to Earth, remember that one meeting that I went to without you? Uh-huh. I met with the Earth Council. They told me they thought Vilgax was already going to be a threat on his way to Earth. They told me about it. What? And you didn't tell me? I was ordered to keep my mouth shut. Ordered to? By who? Pretty sure it might have been someone above our grandparents, so yeah, there's that. Deku speeding up. Currently, him telling her, listen, he's not gonna say it was Mark, but that's the ring theory. It was either Mark or somebody else. And right now, that's another thing. Deku turning his head, seeing smoke rising in the distance. That can't be good. Okay, um, there's something going on. I have to call you back later. Wait, Izuku, what's going on? Not sure yet. I gotta head over there, but Mina, I'm sorry I didn't tell you. I'm telling you now, but please just be careful and think before you do anything. What is that supposed to mean? Uh, gotta go by. Deku pressing the button. Amina does sit there, currently her holding her plumber's badge and looking down at her coffee. Before, her eyes are still glow, the cup being picked up as Rhino does go to move upwards into the air. Amina does is trying to lower the cup back down, her turning her head as one of the tables they go flying up into the air. It smashed into the roof and people to turn their heads. Her looking around and bringing her hands up to her face, trying to focus, trying to re-clear her mind. Amina does go to bring her hands down and suck in a bit of a breath. Her going to let out a breath again and then sit there. And people, they are stirring on. Before she does a bring her hand up and begin to try and use her power. Her watch her hands glow and then gonna turn it off. Before just feel a bit better. Okay, control. Control. She has control. Okay. Okay. She's fine. She's fine. You doing okay? Mina turning her head, making direct eye contact with Kendo. Um, what are you doing on a plumber base? That's a long story. Mind if I join you? Um, go ahead. We're gonna sit down, talking about it. It's been a while. Yeah, it has, though surprised to see you. I'm surprised to see you too. Though, are your powers okay? 'Cause that didn't look normal. It's a whole thing. I'm not sure. What do you mean you're not sure? I'm just not sure, okay? Hey, don't bite my head off. Sorry. Ever since what happened with the hybrid, I'm not sure. Ever since what happened with Albedo, I'm not sure. It feels like every time something bad happens, I have to rely on Izuku. He has to rely on Alien X. Last time it was a week, and every time I just see it, I remember. I don't know. We've seen our friends die. I'm pretty sure I died at some point. I don't know. To me, that just seems a bit too much. It's definitely sounds crazy. Sorry, I'd rather not like to think about these things. Still, also trying to deal with this Anodite power. Really? Yeah, I've accepted it, but making it a part of me has been rather difficult. Not an easy process, I must say. It, it's a bit strange. I mean, my parents raised me with the understanding that I was an open and human. Yeah, so mind if I ask how long you've been here? A few months. I'm actually a deputy, believe it or not. First an open plumber, and already rising through the ranks. That's good. Though, Izuku said you'd opt for the normal life. As far as I'm aware, this is part of normal now. Might as well get used to it. That's sort of what I'm afraid of. What? Nothing. It's just I I've got a lot to think about on my plate. I just need I just need to think about a lot of things. Try and refocus my mana. Currently her looking up towards Kendo. And Kendo does have her head somewhat turned. Mina turning her head too and seeing a guy over there. What are you staring at? Hmm? Oh, sorry. Just he's cute. Sure he is. You talked to him before? You see, I'm a bit skeptical on that. Why? Because I've heard he's dated a few of the other girls on base. A bit of a playboy. Not really my type. Though at the same time, uh, well, never mind. It feels a little weird talking to you about this. I can imagine. I'm talking to my boyfriend's ex, and you're trying to gossip with me about a guy? Well, I mean, sure, but doesn't mean we can't be friends. You broke my boyfriend's heart. I'm maybe, but that wasn't what I intended. Sorry. Also, you kinda got with my boyfriend. Okay, first of all, let's get the facts straight. You broke up with him, right? Okay, yeah, so get that straight, Kendo. Second of all, me and him didn't start dating until he approached me about it. Yes, there was a lot of things before that, but we're doing remarkably better than your relationship. Really? Oh, I can say that, yeah. Besides, don't try and say you care about him when you broke his heart. You're already dealing with this type of shit nowadays anyway, yet you fucked up. Alright? I don't want to hear it from you. You gave up because it was easy. Really? You want to say that to me again? Hurtfully stand up. Right now, Mina staring at Kendo as she does a stand up herself, her hands beginning to glow with power, talking about it. She really doesn't want to do this right now. Trust her. Besides, she'll put the little sludge puppy in a goddamn ball. And Kendo stares at Mina. Before someone, they do come walking up, talking about it. Okay, right now they should probably both take five. Currently, Kendo turning her head and staring at. Of course, it's him. Okay, okay. Ladies. Both of you are pretty, both of you are amazing. Both of you are powerful. So, how about we not show that power by destroying the entire canteen? Besides, Kendo, you already have an assignment you're supposed to do, right? You're running a bit late on it. I heard from someone in your team say they needed you and your help. And Mishashdo, a fan of yours, you might want to calm down. Currently, Mina turning her head, staring at the blonde guy. Her talking about it. Does he really want to say that again? Okay. No, I'm sorry. It was a suggestion. I am just saying it would probably be best to bring things back down to a level that does not involve violence. That's all. I'm sure everyone around would prefer that. Amina, she does a look around, her eyes glowing with power. Before she does a turn, grabbing her own coffee. And Kendo does a turn, telling the guy here that she'll go now then. She wanted to have a quick chat with her associate, though she does already have another assignment lined up after this anyway. Have a good time, Mina. Her gonna turn and walk away. But currently Azor Denki does get a walk up, bring his hand up. Right now him putting on her shoulder. Mina turning and feeling a strange sensation. Ow. You okay? Fine, just leave me alone. I'm sorry you had to deal with her. Okay, listen. Her gonna turn, bring her hand up and smacking his off of her shoulder. I have a boyfriend, okay? I don't know whatever you're doing, but stop. I'm sorry. I just thought it'd be best to try and stay calm about the situation. I I am calm. Listen, if you need to take a bit of a break, I can probably cover for you. Or no, I'm off duty anyways. Just I need to go talk to my boyfriend. Oh, isn't he that famous guy? Yeah, he is. The most famous? Denki, was it? Yup. Who exactly are you? Oh, well, I'm an Anodite. What? Yeah, Anodite. Nice to meet you. Him holding out his hand again. And Mina does look at him. Blonde haired guy, Anodite? No way. Another Anodite on Earth. Her shaking his hand, feeling that strange electric spark again. Before talking about it, she thought she was the only Anodite on Earth right now. Nope. Though, I do understand if you're a bit stressed out. I've heard a few things. Some of them good, some of them bad. But, I'll just let you go then. Have a good one. And if you ever do want to talk, I can give you my badge number. Uh, sure. It'd be nice to know a bit more about what you might know about the Anodite stuff. I'm gonna somewhat smile. And currently, there actually is over with Izuku. He pulled up onto the scene of the incident in town. And right now, Deku, he does this on stand there. Him thinking about what he could do. Right now, him pulling up and running out of his car. Him going to run over the barriers and people to go see him. Deku bring his hand up and going to spin the dial. Before he does so, suddenly stop in his tracks, staring at the alien on his watch. Since when the hell did he get a scan on? Okay. Vilgax. Deku turned the dial, looking up to see somebody be sent flying through the air and smashing into the ground. Right now, him going to transform directly into Heat Blast. Him running in and going to try and tell everyone to stand clear. Now, Deku, he does come onto the scene. Currently, him seeing an alien monster that does go to move, and he is highly concerned. Currently, it looking at Deku and then beginning to make its way forwards. Deku bringing it down to the road and going to begin to pour heat directly down into the pavement. And the monster, the creature, is going to move forwards. It stepping into the road and finding the trap it's been set in. Before it does look up at Deku and begin to scream out. Deku staring at it, and right now it does gonna let out a massive gas burst at Izuku. Him bringing his hands to try and cover his face, before gonna send fire directly at it and try and destroy and neutralize the gas, since intense heat should burn it away. And the creature does its own scream out. Currently, Deku turning and watching it. It going to free its trapped hand from the ground and make a turn, running up the side of a building. And Deku doesn't bring his hands down. Currently, him making a fireball and gonna fly upwards into the air. Before Deku does stand there, him looking around and trying to see where the creature went. But no, it went that way. Deku flying overhead. And currently, he doesn't see anything. What's happening? That's not good. Okay, this is bad. Deku hearing something. And right now, Deku, he is shot directly in the back. Him fixing strike directly into his side and hit into his body. Currently, it chipping away some of the rock as Izuku does get a fall forwards. Him trying to bring his hands down to reset himself out. But the fireball, it already began to expel the energy Deku was keeping contained under his feet. And currently Izuku is flying towards the ground. Him bringing his hands up and going to spin. Izuku thinking about the pain he feels. Him throwing his hands down in front of him and trying to send out a massive blast of heat. However, with the people down below, he's realizing that it will not only fry the street beneath him, but fry the sidewalk. And Izuku does throw his hand onto the Omnitrix. Him smashing into the ground as he does go transform. And currently, Izuku, he does go lay there for a minute. And people, they do get to see the small crater formed in the street. Some a bit confused. And there is where Izuku, he does go lay there, with blood pouring out of his side. Currently, him sitting up and okay, not good. Deku looking around. Currently, him staying there as Blitzwolf, trying to at least understand what happened. Okay, advanced hearing. The shot, the angle, the altitude, the speed. Trained sniper. What was used? Definitely, he doesn't think it was Earth tech. Okay. He can. When he gets back. Deku's not gonna fall to the side. Currently, him laying there for a minute as the plumbers, they do begin to show up. They heard about Agent Midoriya being in pursuit, and they were hoping to rendezvous with him. The area was already trying to be contained. However, whenever the creature ran off, they were still trying to track it. However, they lost it. But Agent Midoriya, he was still on the move. And then he wasn't. Currently, them running off of the ship and over. Them going to pick up Blitzwolf as Deku does going to revert to a human. Him being handled by two people as they run him back onto the ship. Since there is blood pouring from the side of his shirt. And Izuku, he currently does begin to be splayed out as they do to transport him back to Plumber Base, since this needs immediate attention. And currently, we do cut back at base. People begin to be informed about a lot. Videos started to spread, and people, they started to talk about what the hell they saw. I mean, there's also just the fact that there's footage of it. The guy fell from the sky, got back up after a flash or something, and he was looking around. The plumbers, they walked over. This guy was looking around panicked, and when they were able to get him to his feet, he turned back into Izuku Midoriya. Someone shot the hero of Earth. And that is quite a bit of news. Now, we do cut to later. Izuku, he does his what set up. Currently, him going to somewhat. Uh, why is it always the goddamn ribs? This on his mind. And Deku, he has a turn. Him looking around and. Okay. He's gonna be fine. He'll be okay. Deku pulling his hand back, along with feeling the pain shooting up his back. Blitzwolf fell a pretty decent height, though that definitely does mean a bit. Where. What happened? Okay. Ah, he'll be fine. Maybe. Him turning and seeing Mina, who does go to somewhat sit there at the edge of the bed. Her currently with her plumber badge in hand. And Deku does stare at that. If we're going to turn, him looking around the room to see if there's. Is. No one else is here. Though, that hammer. Of course. He's fairly certain that that's Luma's. Or a gift. I'm going to turn. Bring his hand down and looking for his badge. Not finding it on him. Him climbing on a bed and getting to his feet. Before he does, gonna walk over and bring his hand up. Him opening the locker and going to look at a few things. Him seeing a note that was left here. Before he has to open it up and see it's written from his mother. Him reading it and telling Izuku. The doctors said he should be okay. Right now, though, they are hoping he rest up and please stay out of danger. When he recovers, get rest, head home. And she brought him a change of clothes. Deku bringing his hand up and beginning to change into the sweatpants and shirt his mother brought him. And there is currently Mina, who does go to hear a voice. Her sitting up and going to turn. Izuku not being in bed. Her looking up again and seeing Deku. Currently him holding up his floor badge and hearing Ken's voice. The man trying to tell Izuku about the updates on the situation. And Deku, he does stand there with his torso bandaged, along with the fact that his shirt is currently on his shoulder. Him looking at her before he does somewhat press a button on his badge. Her asking if he's okay. I'm not sure. I haven't been conscious long enough to really answer that. Only you could manage to make a joke out of this. Sorry. Listen, how long was I out? A few hours. Though, there's a situation. What is it? I met another Anodite. That's good. Though, no, not now. Now's not a bad. Now is a very bad time. Yeah, she's panicking. Another Anodite? That's good. You wanted to tell me something? It could wait till later, but you met another Anodite. Yeah, he seemed cool. A little flirty, but friendly, I guess. It's a good way of saying it. Really? Yeah, but are you sure you're gonna be okay? I'll be fine. I just sort of gotta lay down, I guess. I could do that at home, though. I have been meaning to catch up on some TV. You know. Him gonna turn, making his way towards the door. And over the door does a slide open. Deku does see Bakugo. Him holding up some balloons, asking him exactly if he should be up. I mean, is he okay? I'm fine. Where's my car? Brought it back for you. Kai goes on a turn, stepping out from behind Bakugo, telling him, actually she drove it, though Bakugo drove his. You let her drive my car? You're worried about me driving your car? Never mind. You find anything out? Not much, really. Though, from what I can tell, space rifle. Powerful one. Precise. A shot like that, they don't miss. They hit you, right? They did. They hit me in the side. I assume, though, because of the angle. Well, maybe? I'm trying to still put it together. The beam hit me from... I was at a higher angle. So, well, yeah. If he wanted to, he could have killed you. Maybe. But I don't think he wanted that. You sure? Pretty sure. I was moving fast, Bakugo. If they wanted to shoot me in the head, they could have. Honestly, that's surprising about this. Right. Though, you might want to go. Deku gonna turn, and Kai does it a walk over, trying to talk to Mina and asking her if she's doing okay. And Kai, she does want to try and help cool her friend down. She's known Mina since they were 11. She should be able to help with this. Though Mina does seem to be in a bit of a good mood. Well, apparently. Even though her boyfriend just got shot. And Kai does notice this. Currently, Deku walking in the halls and heading back to his room. As he's to open the door and walk in, the lights coming on his Suzuki, he does a turn, sitting down the shirt on his desk, walk over to his bed, and going to lay down. Him feeling the pain shoot through his body as he does go lay there. And he does feel a whole lot more relaxed. Though, definitely need to catch up on that sleep. This on Deku's mind. Currently, him just going to pass out. Currently, somebody walking down the hallway. And right now, they're looking for Izuku, since they did want to pay him a bit of a visit. They were hoping to speak to him, see him, make sure he was okay, make sure he was fine. It's been a minute since they've seen Izuku Midoriya. And with that being said, let us currently cut over to a vessel where the person aboard, they do sit there. Currently, them going to express to the person on screen that they did what they did because they were curious to see the reaction, though what they were expecting and what they got were certainly different. What you did was take a shot at him. That is not what I wanted. No, what you want is what I'll give you. You've done a lot of things, Doctor. And I will say, I also have a part to play in this. I like this challenge. This will be one of my greatest, if not my greatest. Now, if you'll leave me to it, I can bring him in. Though, do you need him alive? The data I will gather from this, it will definitely be interesting. However, Kyber, you must understand. that device will have many things implemented in it. If I was a lesser species, such as the Galvan, then I would do a number of things different. Though, knowing Asmith the First Thinker, I would have to say, even he is not stupid enough to not put a safety feature into that watch. You think so? So I can't kill him? No. But you did say that he did transform, correct? I did. Though he wasn't conscious whenever I saw him again. Hmm. This will definitely be a worthy hunt. Now, with that being said, I do hope you guys enjoyed, and have an amazing day. I'll catch you guys in the next part.